In our yesterday class of geometry, we have learned up to lines, angles, and what is transversal, what is intersecting line, what are transversal, concurrent lines, etc. Today, we are going to learn about angles made by transversal. Okay, so a transversal, whenever intersecting two lines. Now, suppose you have taken one line that is L and another line M, and suppose if you have taken a transversal which is intersecting these two lines at two different points L, M and N. Now if you observe here, what is transversal here? L, M, N, three lines. Now what is transversal here? The transversal is N is the line is called transversal. Now this line intersecting the two lines at different points here, if you observe, some angles will be formed. How many? On the first line, four different angles. With the second line also four different angles. And here if you observe, totally 8 angles will be formed. Now here 8 angles are formed, we have observed. And if I name those angles as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8, like that. So here 8 angles are formed. Now I am saying about corresponding angles. Here which are corresponding? 1 and 5 are corresponding angles, 2 and 6 are corresponding angles, and 4 and 8 are corresponding angles, and 3 and 7 are corresponding angles. And what are alternate angles? Alternate angles are here on the either side of the transversal, whereas corresponding angles are same side. Alternate angles are either side of the transversal, and alternate angles divided into two types: alternate interior and alternate exterior. Alternate interior angles are 4, 6, 3, 5, and alternate exterior angles are 1, 7 and 2, 8. Now if you see allied angles and angles, they are also known as angles on the same side of the transversal, or sometimes co-interior angles we can say. Now if you observe in the figure, so same side and interior, 4, 5 and 3, 6. So 4, 5 and 3, 6 pairs are angles on the same side of the transversal and which are interior. And here we observed corresponding angles and alternate angles, and in alternate angles, alternate interior, alternate exterior angles, and allied angles. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now exterior angles on the same side of the transversal or co-exterior angles we can observe angle 1, angle 8 and angle 2 and angle 7, 1, 8, 2, 7 regarding that figure. Now if you take two lines L, M and N is a transversal, here two angles I have marked, and these type of angles, these type of angles, these type of angles. So there are four possibilities of getting corresponding angles, and if you observe these figures, you can understand corresponding angles. And then if you observe these figures, these are alternate exterior angles, these two figures, and these two figures are alternate interior angles on both sides of the either side of the transversal. So alternate exterior and alternate interior angles. And now parallel conditions. When two lines are parallel, what will be the conditions there? We will observe. So L is a line, M is a line, and N is a transversal, and then X comma Y are two angles, corresponding angles. So here the condition is, if X is equal to Y, if one pair of corresponding angles are equal, we can say that then L is parallel to M. In the same way, their converse also true. If given L is parallel to M, then we can say the corresponding angles are also equal. So here x equal to how much? In the figure, if you observe, what are the corresponding angle with x? 120. So x equal to 120 degrees. And so what is the reason? When lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So when lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So that's why x equal to 120. And in the other sum, if you observe here, given L parallel to M, and what is y? So y equal to 60y. Reason is y and 60 has relation that alternate angles. So when lines are parallel, alternate angle pairs also equal. And if you observe here, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So that is what is the x value now? So that is they are supplementary. So x comma 120 are allied angles. So if lines are parallel, allied angle sum is 180 degrees. So that is x plus 120 is equals to 180, and then x is equals to 180 minus 120, and then x equal to 60 degrees. That's it.